You are listening to A Lifestyle of Seer Encounters, a featured teaching from Seeing Behind the Veil, narrated by Ana Werner.
Hi, this is Ana Werner, and this is A Lifestyle of Seer Encounters. This is CD1. I title it How to Position Yourself for Encounter. I want to teach you on this CD secrets or tips that I use just to encounter God and how I go about seeing the supernatural with Him. You know, seeing the supernatural is not just, I really do feel it's not just for the elite. It's something you can train and grow in. And so I want to just share with you things that I have learned as a seer. A little bit of my background, I started seeing when I was 5 years old. I had an angel come and walk into my room. I was playing with my dolls at the time, and this angel showed up. And I wasn't scared. It just seemed like it was a warm best friend, you know, and he said his name was Timothy. And he told me he was my guardian angel, then he'd be with me throughout my life. And we actually played together. And then I asked him, "Can I touch your wing?" And he said, "Sure." And so I physically touched his wing, and it wasn't like my hand went through it. Like I really felt warmth and heat from his wing, and I touched it. And then he told me he had to leave then, and I said, "Well, will you come back?" And he said, "I'll be with you throughout your life." And then just like that, he's gone. And that was my very first encounter. I went out and I told my mom all about it, and she had wisdom to know that this wasn't just, you know, a made-up story. And then there was very little for me of encounter until I was 22. So fast forward, I was 22 years old, and I was living in the drug trafficking slums in Brazil as a missionary. And, you know, my life there was in danger many times. I had guns put to my head at one point. I also had a knife put to my back at another point, just walking through the slums as a missionary. And angels started showing up. I started seeing angels then, where one angel rescued me from, I was really lost in the slum, and I followed him home, and it saved my life. And I mean, I could tell you countless stories on here. I'm sharing the stories because I hope it just whets your appetite and makes you hungry to see in the supernatural. But there was other times when I remember we turned around the slum. We were walking through the slums, and I was leading a team of people. They were the brand new people for the first time in the mission field. It was this Dutch.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?